So, well, brilliant to have you here, and you must have been thrilled with your horses, their first up runs.
Yeah, we really honestly didn't know what to expect, and they did us both proud. Parsifal, very much a fitness run. He wasn't due to run that night, and he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. He's put on a lot of weight since he's been here. He's really thriving, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do with the blinkers applied for the first time.
And Caitlin's been working really hard with these horses. She tells me that since you've been here, you've really noticed like a physical change with both of them.
Yeah, they have changed their routine. They're doing a lot more walking, just the dynamics of the place, and they're very strong over their backs, and really good muscle definition. Like I said, they've been really hitting their feed bowls hard, and they're putting on a lot of weight, and they just look really, really healthy.
And this race is a pretty major target for both of them. You really feel that the 5 furlong straight is the right race?
Yeah, I think they just maybe both don't quite get 6 furlongs, so this is a real sort of target race while we're here. Just want to know that they go a nice gallop and they can both get off the speed a little bit and relax, and yeah, I'm sure they'll be hitting the line.
And I know it's hard for Caitlin to choose. Can you put a sort of preference on which one you think is your main chance?
Well, Parsifal's a better performed horse in Australia. He's got more ability, but he's a Balter, seems to have just brought him on the travel. And before I watched them canter this morning, I would have said Parsifal was our leading chance, but he's a Balter's just thriving. He looks fantastic. He's just a really healthy horse, so no, I can't split him.
And tell us about the plans to come over here, because we've known about you coming for several months. Was it in any way difficult? Because obviously you've come further than most.
Oh, the difficult part was a lot of logistics and paperwork, but that's not my department, so for me it's been quite easy. But no, the office team at home had to do a lot of work through that, but did a wonderful job, and IRT were very, very helpful. They flew the horses here, and we had a really good trip. And John Nichols is here, obviously an Australian, and he's been very helpful to me to sort of translate where to train the horses, and he's given me his theories on the different training tracks, and really played dividends.
And tell us a bit about you, because you've only been training 5 years, already a Group 1 winning handler. It's pretty good going.
Yeah, I've had a licence a bit longer than 5 years, but taken it serious for the last 5 or 6 years. I was lucky enough to train a Group 1 winner in Adelaide. Won the Sangster with a mare called Bella. She was a real flag bearer for the stable. We got her as a tried horse. Bought her on an online auction, and she'd actually been to stud and didn't get in foal. And we purchased her for 22,000 Australian dollars, and we sold her at a broodmare sale for 1.9 million. So
wow.
She was a real fairy tale story, and I was lucky enough to race a little bit of her. So she's helped us build the stable, build our profile, and also helped me do some plans of building our new farm facility and a lot of other things.
And you tell me this is your sort of first foray internationally, but travelling horses is always something you wanted to do.
Yeah, we travel horses extensively throughout Australia, and we've had mixed success doing it, and I do enjoy it, but being here is obviously completely different. These two horses profile perfect as they're older horses. They've hit their mark in Australia. They're getting sort of weighted out of a few of the races in Adelaide, our hometown, and they might not be just good enough in Melbourne because the sprinting ranks are just so strong, and they always seem to find something down in the weights that are just better than them on the day. But lovely 2 old horses that have done a lot of travelling in the lorries at home, and so they've handled the trip over here really well. Like I said, they put on weight since they've been here, and they're really easy horses to deal with.
And I guess looking further forward, you've done Dubai now. Ever think you might make it somewhere like Royal Ascot if you had one good enough? Yeah,
if I had one good enough, I'd be there in a heartbeat, as everyone would be. But look, this has been a really big eye-opener, and I've put a lot of thought into it. We're buying a lot of horses out of Europe, and sort of maybe look at a different business model as maybe buying some and bringing them through here on the way back to Australia next year.